Frank, welcome to the show. We're delighted to have you. Tell us about FIIG, Frank Islam Investment Group.
FIIG was founded about 2.5 years ago by me, and hence FIIG, Frank Islam Investment Group, after I sold my business, QSS Group Incorporated, in the year 2007, which I founded in 1994. I sold it for $300 million. After that, I wanted to get into the investment with the healthcare business and also buying some technology company and doing some mezzanine debt, and which is what we have been doing. As a matter of fact, we bought some company in India also, and we took the equity in the company, and we're trying to take them to the public. So those are kind of things we're involved in it. As you know, the economy is not doing well. As a result of that, it's very hard to raise cash these days. I'm pretty excited about the future of FIIG. I think we have a lot of possibilities, and especially in the Asian market, in India, as you know, is prospering, doing extremely well. The GDP growth is a lot better than the United States of America these days. So I'm pretty optimistic about the future of our company.
You mentioned QSS. What exactly is it doing? And you sold it 2.5 years ago, you said, right?
Right.
Yeah. And what kind of a company was it?
I founded the company in 1994, and as you know, we all have the desire and the drive and the dream to be an entrepreneur, to be an owner, and I decided to found it in 1994. I had no conference room, even a table to sit on it. It was a difficult part of my life. As a matter of fact, it was dreadful, but I struggled and suffered during those dark days of my first 2 years of the QSS. QSS was an information technology company doing the government contracting business with the United States government, mostly federal government. That included the United States government agencies such as Housing Urban Development, NASA, Army, NSA, which is National Security Agencies, as well as the NOAA, which is the Department of Commerce, which does U.S. Weather Services. And we had close to about 2,000 employees. When I founded in 1994, I did about $200,000 for the first year. In 1995, I did about $2 million. In 1996, I believe, I remember correctly, that I did 27. And the year 2002, we surpassed about $175 million in terms of the revenue. It was a very profitable company, and I sold it to the Ross Perot, which you all know is a truly American icon.
It's a former presidential candidate, independent.
He was a former presidential candidate. As a matter of fact, he was a factor for President Bill Clinton to win the election against George H.W. Bush. I'm talking about the Bush Sr., the Bush 1.
In 1992.
Correct. And you know, if you go to his office, you will see all those charts that he was talking about. All the pie charts is still there on his in his office in the corridor of the Perot Systems Corporations. And it worked out very well. He was a truly a man of pride and a source of inspiration to all of us in America.
Why did you sell the company?
That's the question my wife asked me many times, and that's the question that I have been bombarded many times as well. Well, there are two reasons. The most important reason was when you're a medium-sized company, $300 million in the government contracting business, you're not a small business, you're a large business. You're competing against a company like Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, Boeing, and those are the $30-40 billion companies. It was very hard for me to compete against those large corporations. And number A, I would say the number B reason, which I would hope that you share with me. When you get a little bit older, when you get over 40, it is your desire it was my desire, it is a desire for everyone to get to the next phase of our journey. And my journey was, first phase of my journey was going to school, coming to America. My second phase of journey was starting business and growing the business and be successful. And the last, hopefully it will be not the last phase of my journey, third phase of my journey was to sell the company and as well as to become philanthropic, which means I have a foundation that funds this scholarship program to all over the country, in addition to India and other part of the world, especially for the students who cannot pay the tuition, they have financial hardship. And I also wanted to get into the politics, and I wanted to travel, which I didn't travel at that time for 13 years that I had the company. It was a good time, and the merger acquisition market was really good at that time. As a matter of fact, I got a good price, and you know the economy is not doing well. If I were selling it today, I probably would get a half the money that I got in the year 2007, as a matter of fact.
You talked about how difficult it was at the beginning, and why did you decide to become an entrepreneur?
Well, I had a strong belief when I was a student, a graduate student at the University of Colorado, when I came from India. I came to India for many, many, many years ago, that if you aim high, if you work hard, you pursue your dream, you'll be successful. And those are the three ingredients of success that I feel is important to become an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur to me means it's sheer thrill and challenge of starting something from scratch and growing it to the large, huge enterprise. It's a challenging, it's rewarding. People like Bill Gates has done that. Ford has done that, and many, many other entrepreneurs in India have done that. Continue to do that. My desire will be to make a difference. My desire will be also to make a little bit of money so that I can help the other people who are needy. And as you know, that the poverty drains institution, and in India, the people who live in shanty towns in India, and there are a lot of people, and it seems to me that we have to help them. And my foundation goal is to really to help those people. We cannot help everybody, but at least we can do our part. And I believe it's a noble cause. So those are the things that I just described to you. Was important to me at that time. It continues to be being an entrepreneur. So I had a desire, I had the drive, I had the dream, and I felt I can make a difference. I feel I had the knowledge and experience to make that happen. So. And God has been good to me. I've been blessed. I've been fortunate, and I love America. America is still a shining city upon a hill. To me, anything can happen in America, and my story resonates very well with the millions of immigrants across the globe, across our land, across this country, and hopefully people can take a lessons from my experience, what I've been able to accomplish, and they can do it. And I know there are a lot of young people who are watching it, and I said, I become a mentor for you. You can go do it and hire the right people, give them the oxygen to breathe, and they will do the wonders for you.
How is the economy doing for investors like you? I mean, I know that for ordinary people, it's not doing very well.
Well, for everybody, the economy is not doing well. Economy has been pretty bad for all of us. As you know, it hit about 7,000, the S&P.
That is Standard & Poor's.
Yeah, Standard & Poor's, right. For the last couple of months, and as a matter of fact, in the month of July, the S&P is now close to 9,000 points, and to me that is a great story. And I really think that the economy is an upswing. I really believe that the economy has bottomed out, and I think that the global economy has been affected as a result of the U.S. economy too, because we have made a lot of bad loans also. Economy will do better, but it's going to take at least about a year and a half to 2 years before you get back to the year 2006 when the Dow Jones was really upswing and doing extremely well. And you know what? The regulations, the United States is regulating the economy because of the hedge funds. You heard the Bernie Madoff's case. If I may say so in my own layman terms, he ripped off a lot of people. And a lot of
more than $50 billion.
More than $42 to $50 billion, and especially those charitable organizations, and they have been hurt, and they have given all this money to Mr. Madoff, and Finance 101 said that you need to diversify your portfolio. So if someone is listening to me in the audience, I would say please diversify your portfolio in equity, in stock, in bonds, in all kinds of things that you can think of, so that the one thing cannot drag you down.
Do you think it's the right time to invest in India? India is a market which is growing at 7% despite the global recession. Would you advise people to invest in India?
Yes. I'm a strong believer in India. To me, India's economy, I would say in the next century, and as a matter of fact, in this century, will prosper, will do very well. What India has, not too many countries has, is the population. It has intellectual property. It has innovation in terms of the people are very innovative. People are entrepreneurs. People into high technology, and the GDP has done very, very well. I will continue to recommend people to invest in India, especially in the high technology firms, and as well as into the infrastructure. You know, we need a lot of railroad, we need a lot of planes in India. The infrastructure in terms of the airport is not very good. And I believe that America believes in India, and you see Senator Clinton saying that Secretary Clinton went over to India not too long ago, and she made the same pitch. And this administration believes that India will prosper. India will do wonders. We all share with India the democracy and diversity. Thus, the two largest democracy can work together for a common goal with open hearts and open mind based on mutual interest and mutual respect, and I believe that.